There we go.
Okay, we back.
Yeah, we back. We back like
Like I never left.
better believe. I'm not sure I can hear you.
Okay.
Talking to Mike.
Microphone check
Oh
one,
yeah, I
two.
hear
What
you.
is this? The 5 foot is back. Oh, y'all know about that, huh?
I'm just,
I'll just say, I ain't know if y'all know about that. Okay, we back. Shout out to my guy, the 5 footer, five dog. Rest in peace, God. You know, y'all used to listen to that back then. No? Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Me, did you?
I got
That's
you.
your
I
guy.
got you.
Ooh, we got some folk in the background. Child, we have to get them together. They unruly. I got a motley crew over here. Y'all don't worry about it though. We get them together. So anyway, so today I want to talk about. I'm trying to figure out why. Somebody all up in our business. I don't know who.
I don't care because I'm gonna let Facebook hear. So if they doing any wrong, it's gonna be
Yes,
on
sir.
Facebook.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
sweetest day, they
All
bulls
right.
gonna catch him and everything.
Sweetest day. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, Tribe Called Quest. Them was my guys. I love the Tribe Called Quest. Oh, I'm good. No, I'm good. Tribe Called Quest. That was my crew, right? I still rock with them sometimes. So whatever. Yes, it's a party. Winters. Yes, it's a party. Winters. You got a picture of me? Can you send it to Mickey because Mickey asked about my attire yesterday,
I seen
and
it.
you seen it?
Winter's posted it.
Oh, Winters, he posted. Okay,
She
good.
posted it. Yeah.
I didn't. I actually didn't take any pictures.
You hood famous. Oh, they got you.
I'm hood famous.
Yeah, you got a picture with Winters.
Yeah, I'm hood
I
famous.
keep telling
That's
you.
what's up.
Yeah.
So listen, y'all. I just want to talk about some of the fun stuff like we have done this week. So I was I was very blessed to be a part of the NAACP dinner, which was fun. Y'all see me with my Michigan medicine varnish. It's that time of the year you gotta have your Michigan medicine. Good for anything and everything. But anyway, I had a my dress. Ooh. You like my dress, Winters? I was just listen, it was a masquerade party, so I felt like I had to feel like I had to feel. You know what I'm saying? I had I was blessed to be a part of to actually go to the NAACP dinner. Mick, hand me that.
Tell you what.
All right there from the NAACP dinner.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Hold up.
I'm gonna throw it up there.
One second.
Thank you. It was such a good time. Dr. Karen Weaver was the special guest. It was the 41st annual Freedom Fund dinner, and I had a blast. Let me tell you. So I got to sit with my sister girl, Jerry Winfrey Carter. I freaking love her. We had a ball. We kicked it.
Oh yeah, Miss Winfrey Carter, that's the girl.
Yes, right? Jerry Winfrey Carter. I love her. Shout out to Jerry Winfrey Carter. That's my baby right there. So y'all talk nice when y'all talk about it because that's my girl. We had a great time. Dr. Weaver had an amazing speech. Oh my goodness gracious, it was so amazing. But she always does a great job. But that night it was just like it was really amazing. It was a good time. There was a lot of people out. And listen, y'all, I know a lot of people have a lot of things that they like to say negatively about the NAACP, but I think it's imperative that we at least join it if we want to make a change and want to make a difference, right? So I am now a proud member of the NAACP and whatever um Mrs. Gilchrist I did.
Hater.
Whatever Mrs. Gilchrist asked and needs for me to do, I'm going to do for that. She asked me, you know what I'm saying? And I love Mrs. Gilchrist.
You enjoyed against the revolution.
Did I?
No, I'm just messing with you.
Well, anyway.
Just talking, Jeff.
Whatever Mrs. Gilchrist, shout out to Mrs. Gilchrist. That I love her, y'all. She is such a sweet lady. I love her. Shout out to her. So whatever she needs of me and whatever she needs for me to do, I am available to her. I am a vessel to be used but not misused. Please don't get it misconstrued. Understand that? Bars. I used to want to be a rapper in my part time. I'm just kidding. I'm never a rapper. I just like the music.
Hey, mama.
Anyway, thank you, Derek.
Good brother, Derek.
Derek Smart. I appreciate you. Derek Smart. You know what? I love you, dude. Cause you know what? You get on here, you come on here, and you just be like, "What's up?" You come on here every week. You
And
rock with me the
support
long
us.
way and support us.
And I thought he was gonna come on eventually. I've been waiting
Derek
on him.
Smart,
I've been waiting on him to come up here. At least
Derek,
watch
shoot me
one.
your number in my inbox or something. Let me call you so you can come on and you can come kick it. Cause we wanted to talk to you about a few things too. Y'all see, I have my Michigan medicine and my hot tamales because I don't go nowhere without them.
That's a hell of a combination.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, but it's delicious. I can't go nowhere without them. If y'all catch me on my 600-pound life, just know these hot tamales did me in. Hey, Brenda boy.
Oh, Brenda boy. Okay, what's
Yeah,
up, Brenda?
yeah. Winters. Okay. So last night, y'all, don't you worry about nothing. Last night, I know she's so irritating. Last night, Dr. Weaver had her benefit dinner or her what was it? Fundraiser. There you go. The masquerade fundraiser. Oh my God, it was such a freaking blast. It was so much fun. It was a great turnout. Mrs. Stanley, Mrs. Rita Stanley said I could dress up, and baby, I dressed up. You hear me?
Mm.
And I went and I walked in the door and I got to MC a little bit. I mean, they put me on the spot all the time, but y'all know I stay ready. So, you know, I don't ever have to get ready. So when they pass me the mic, you know, I automatically turn on.
Oh, you was MCing.
Yeah. Shout out to Mrs. Gwen Penny. Shoot, what's her name? The singer. That lady, she sang a little heart out too. Her last name, Penny something Hempfield. I'm so sorry if I'm messing up your name, but y'all know who I'm talking about.
Oh, she can sing?
Yeah, she sang. She did a great job.
No, she sang. I'm saying with an S, not an
Oh, she sang. SANG sang.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that baby sang. And we had a great time at the masquerade ball. It was so nice. It was a great turnout. So many people. It was just, she's been doing some great things. She's been out hitting these streets.
That's what's up.
After we've been out hitting these streets, talking to folks, trying to get them out to vote. It was just a great time. Winters came on in the building. She was late because she had to do her show. Did y'all watch her show? I hope so. What y'all want to talk about? I got to look on Winters' page. It said I had a picture up there. Y'all know I ain't even take no pictures of myself. I'm horrible at that.
Why did you go if you weren't gonna take no pictures?
Mickey, because they had me working. I was on duty.
I got you.
I was on duty. Yes, that's her name. You got it, child. Gwen Pennyman Hempfield. Her baby.
And you know what? Winters just had it on there. I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
When she said Gwen,
I had her first name.
Okay, right,
I just couldn't get
the
that.
last name. Oh, so she can sing.
Yeah, she can sing. Matter of fact, Mick, when we had that, when we was with that other group, we went over to we was like at the Sloan Museum. Remember that lady?
Right.
It's her.
She was the one doing the Porch Fest.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, she can blow.
Yeah. That's her.
I didn't know that.
Y'all like my support the HBCUs, y'all. Don't be no suckers. Support the HBCUs. I mean, it's okay where y'all go to school at, but listen, HBCU support. Y'all like my hoodie? Y'all remember Cross Color from back in the day? They back.
Say is?
That's what this is. This Cross Color Mickey, yeah.
My glasses on fire.
Goddamn, $85 hoodie. Ain't
For real, hot damn, they came back, didn't they?
Man, they came back taxing.
Didn't they?
But it's in support of HBCUs too, so you know I rock with that.
Okay.
Y'all like it? Homecoming, HBCU.
That's
I'm just saying, it's a whole suit I got on the.
You shouldn't even did that because now you're gonna make me bring up something.
Bring it up.
When Jackson State played Alabama, Deion Sanders, you ain't swag.
Man, listen, I love Deion Sanders. I don't care how y'all feel about prime time. That's my guy. I wish my son would have been there. I wish he was coaching when my son played.
But
I would let my son go down there then.
I like this, but you know what? I like what Deion. I look at it from both sides.
Yeah.
I understand what the coach said because he feeling like Deion not gonna be there. Like he looking at Deion gonna take it another step, but he
there now.
Yeah, but and he brought attention to it. Y'all
absolutely.
Y'all on the stations now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe, but this is my thing. I get it. What they saying? We should go to HBCUs,
I
but
think we
shouldn't
should.
but shouldn't we? I feel like we should.
Oh,
It's a money thing, but
it is.
I feel like if you're gonna do that, we should be going to our own schools then.
Absolutely.
I mean, high school. We're gonna might as well we're gonna separate,
Absolutely.
because that's a form of separation.
I ain't got no problem with it.
I'm just saying when you're looking at it, when they say you saying pull out,
Separate me.
that's a form of separation.
I'm cool with it.
And that means we can go back to building our own schools,
Absolutely.
hospitals,
I'm with it.
go our own dentists,
I'm with
doctors.
it. I'm just saying. I'm with it.
Do y'all believe Mace owed Diddy $3 million?
Let me see. Did y'all see that video? Becky, let me tell you something. That was not Mason Bethel. That was Murder Mace. Did y'all see that? I looked at that. I said, hold on. This ain't Pastor Mason Bethel, is it? I said, hell no, that was Murder Mace that's talking that. Murder Mace came back out.
But do y'all understand this?
Hmm.
And on that case, if they feel like that, do Snoop Dogg owe Suge Knight?
Ooh, good question.
So you know what I'm saying? Because didn't Suge Knight pay $5 million for his lawyer?
I'm trying to tell you, yeah.
When he got in trouble?
Yeah.
But see, what people got to understand, now, Mace, I understand. I feel like he did his obligations. You know what I'm saying? But how did he gonna make some money if he don't own a what is it called? Not Matt. It's not. They catalog.
Oh,
That's what they be wanting.
Yeah.
The catalog. That's just like when you see what Michael Jackson catalog probably worth $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? The interest of these companies. You gotta
just like Michael Jackson bought the Beatles masters.
The catalog.
Their catalog.
Because they didn't know no better. See, he was smart.
But that's what I'm saying. It's business.
And that's the thing with Mason Diddy going through. Diddy feel like Mace you owe me $3 million. Mace feeling like, dude, I went multi-platinum the first album. I paid you.
Take that.
But you gotta understand as a businessman. Wouldn't nobody know Mace if it wasn't for Puff Daddy. But I do feel like this, and if it's me, if I was a record owner, I'm like this. If I got you for 5 or 10 years, and when it's time for you to go on, it's time for you to go on. I can't keep holding you back like that because you know the business. Mm-hmm. Once I know better, I do better. That's just like these basketball players. Mm-hmm. Right. They get caught in because you give him money, like Brother Derek said. He said, I think Diddy had Diddy getting caught up because he felt like, I would feel like this, just give you an example. Don't nobody know Shatara, right? Mm-hmm. I got a record company. Mm-hmm. I put millions of dollars into you because you got to remember, you don't jump off when you first come out. Snoop was on Death Row. It was like 8 months before he got it going. Right. Because that was their first artist, him and Dre. He looking at it like, I'm giving you, but you ain't gonna get. The company got to survive. Do you think any company gonna pay the workers more than what they making?
Is that how Flint operating right now?
I mean, Flint operating like the mob. I'm
just saying. Is that how they operate right now?
You know what?
Because there's some stuff going on around here.
The mayor might be acting showing some Diddiness, because Diddy seemed like Diddy didn't pay his artists. They all seemed like they was broke.
Yeah.
Everybody else seemed like they was getting paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he be threatening people with their jobs, but who got them feeling like that? Though?
Who got them feeling like that, Mick?
It got to be the powers that be.
So what we gonna do, y'all? It's time. It's getting that time. We only got what we got? We got less than a month left. Yeah. And it's time. It's election time.
Right.
We have so much division going on. All of these things that are not, these people that are not unified. And we letting these people puppet master, puppeteer the whole thing. Yeah. It don't matter where you look at, whether it be the school board, council, whatever. It's somebody puppeteering all of this and putting everybody against each other.
That's the thing, though. Mm-hmm. But they got to find their one token. I'm gonna use the Eric Mags. They're gonna find their token Negro that will sell out the masses.
And they have.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's up in there. But then he got to go get his imps. Mm-hmm. Using my Maurice Davis, he got to go find his imps to do his bid, and I'll give you a couple crumbs. That's why I keep telling you. I call them. You see a lot of the 501c3 trappers. I'm being honest with you because a lot of them is getting money. I'm gonna tell you, if it comes down to me and my job, just certain things I done heard how if people don't go do this, he'll take their job, he'll fire them from their job. I ain't finna work with no gun against my head like that. If you gonna do that, I'll walk away.
Fuck no.
I'm gonna walk away. You're not gonna, if I don't do this, like, to give you an example, because I was hearing people say they should be tired, Clyde should be tired. No, Clyde like that money that he getting. That's why Clyde keep going down there taking that hit. But I wouldn't keep taking it because I'd have told Neely, look, sir, Whittakin got to go down there and answer for this. Now, I understand, you know.
Whittakin gonna have to come and take some of these blows because listen, I ain't your fucking punching bag.
Yeah, but see, he don't
flat out.
See, Whittakin ain't going because they know.
But he don't want his money cut off.
Yeah.
I understand. I'm just trying to tell you, these folks on here is so money hungry and it's greed. Yes. It has absolutely nothing to do with anything else except for greed and power.
Then you hear what
they on a power trip.
What the president said, what she just said. Then you like when you was listening to the school board.
Yeah.
When she was sitting up there, they're not trying to help them.
They're not trying to help anybody except line them their own pockets.
Yep.
But you're gonna do that at the plight of your people because because the thing about it for me is listen, I don't care how y'all feel about nothing, but karma, who she is. Y'all think Trina was the baddest bitch? Karma, she the baddest.
She undefeated.
I'm trying to tell you. That's what I want everybody to understand, that she is undefeated.
Undefeated.
She is. And that stuff roll back around. And just like, yeah, if they don't think that that's going to come back. But the cold part about karma is it don't always come to you. It comes to somebody close to you.
Because Bridget Boy said, are there two kinds of people getting big money? Listen, look, I get things like I said. They said that Quincy and Liddell Lewis and Eva Worthy and Ali Holcomb, they said they all been rewarded. Allegedly. They said they all been rewarded. That's like when you seeing them parks getting put up. But this the crazy thing when they saying these parks. And I'm like what Trevor said. When you had them parks, that was for really good areas.
Yeah.
Is they making these parks for the future people that's gonna live here?
Because is that why? Because usually when you see parks there in good areas, good gentrified areas.
Right.
Is that what's going on? Because that goes back to the whole thing about what she was saying about land bank. When you couldn't be, when they wouldn't give it to certain folks, right?
Right.
And all of these other people, these outside entities, and these people could come buy up 30, 40 houses or whatever because they know what's coming. Because what's the talks behind the table? What's the end game?
Flint gonna become part of Genesee County. He gonna bankrupt it. That's how I'm looking at it. Cause I'm like, that's just like what he said. That 50, but that's what I go back to that. To you know, I can't knock the young lady because I know she probably was handed the script on what she could and couldn't actually.
What young lady we talking about?
The one that did her show, Miss Taylor. When she interviewed
I didn't watch it. I'm sorry. You have to refresh me.
Yeah, Mrs. Taylor, you know she did it. It was
Oh, that interview that she did
with both of them.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, but the lies, she never questioned the lies.
Oh yeah.
She never questioned none of the lies. But the thing is, and that's why I know why Liddell won't come back on here no more. I meant to say that, you know, she trying to take shots and she probably watching it. Sure. I feel like we did her a solid for bringing her on.
Not one time, but 2 times.
You can't go back and say I wish I would have knew better. I wish I would have knew better. If it's some interviews I could have went back and redid, I probably would have just said, nah, we'll pass on that one. But we did it.
Why? Was she taking shots saying what?
She's acting like we like this platform is nothing. She left. I left them over there. That was the quote that she said. And I'm looking like, have you just sat up and listened to Liddell talk?
You can't leave nothing you wasn't a part of.
Right. That's how I know she's crazy.
You can't leave anything that you weren't a part of.
And you came on, it wasn't like we didn't ask, you know. Like I said, we did a solid for somebody. I ain't gonna say his name, but we did a solid bringing her on.
So she could speak her piece and give her account or whatever.
I say she live in Flint. I mean,
but listen, it's still right now, right here, right now. Class then, I really don't care.
Yeah,
don't make me no difference, not at all. So she can feel how she feels and leave me over there. She can get left over there. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Cause
That don't, that don't make me no
cause
difference.
I keep
I don't
hearing
care.
she say she doing the work. She lie much as the mayor lie.
If not more.
Right. They right there.
Speaking of Mo, y'all got to get Mo Weaver. Mo Weaver,
She-
Mo Weaver.
haven't you
Shout
noticed?
out to Eric Mays. He kind of crazy, but I love him.
But haven't you noticed that it's like a lot of his supporters, they lie, they cover up.
Yeah.
Cause I still gotta, and Trevor, this is what I gotta do.
Go
Cause
for
I'm
it.
still going Judy Priestley and that Dennis Pfeiffer. I understand the other four that did the covering up for Neely, but I can't understand how Judy Priestley.
Brenda, who took speaking classes? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I couldn't believe Judy Priestley and Dennis Pfeiffer when they know Neely is. But they want certain things that they want. They probably getting did, but to sell your soul, and I get it because they feel like they doing good, but to sell your soul on one thing just to get something over here that you really did good when you sacrifice the people over here, or you feel like you want to get your people over here. Because they ain't working as 9 wards as a unit as Flint. It's like they're working for, I'm going to get some, Quincy and Adele ain't even thinking about their ward. They like, we get a park and do something. You don't see nothing historical being put down.
What's being done in his ward? Because he has the third ward, correct?
Yeah, he had that park, that park that he's so happy about that he got redid.
Oh, he got a park too.
Yeah.
Where about?
They did over there on Moore Street, right behind. I can't think of the name of the park. God damn it! There's somebody in the chat help me out, but I know
what park he got done in the third ward. Y'all tell me. I don't because I don't know.
I know it's on Moore Street. I can't think. You know that park right there with the school, the old school. Wasn't that Stewart School? But what is it called now that they doing? They got businesses they running out of there. Yeah.
Winters, get your ass off my thread plugging your show. Go on before I block you. No,
Dewey.
Don't do that. I don't come on your show doing that. Don't do that.
Dewey Park. That's what he did. It's Jackson Park or Dewey Park?
Dewey, I guess.
Dewey. No, that's Dewey over there on Moore Street behind the Wilson. Yeah, that is Dewey Park.
Winters. We gonna. I just had to get with you last week. Now I got to do it again. See, Winters be. Oh man, y'all don't know what I be going through with Winters are.
Oh yeah, now Quincy getting $100,000 to cut grass.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, he got that grant. Yeah, they said they pushing grass through there for Quincy and Liddell Lewis allegedly.
We are family. Listen, I don't care nothing about none of that. Don't shameless plug on my junk. I don't do that to you. You don't do that here. We talking about something else. I talk about you. I give you a shout out later. Don't be on here plugging your stuff through here. No. The disrespect. I'll tell you.
Look at Brenda Boyd.
What she say? She be doing too. Woo, child. Listen, I'm telling you. I'm not opposed to. Here's the thing. I'm not opposed to parks being redone.
Right.
The ones that were already here and things like that. I'm not opposed to that. I just want to be clear in saying that I'm not opposed to that. But if that's the only thing that you're standing on, and that's the only platform that you have, and those are the only things that you're talking about, miss me with all that. Because these kids can't play all day. They got to go to school. Y'all ain't talking about opening them schools. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for all of that. They can't play all day, Mickey. You get what I'm saying? It's a park. I get it. You can't play all day. At what point are we going to be talking about some of these schools being built or some of these schools being renovated or whatever the case may be? Because these babies are the ones that are suffering.
Definitely.
We can talk about this all day, but we grown. We can hustle. We can go and get our money, and we can do what we got to do to move how we got to move, right? But these babies have to just take what we giving them.
Yeah, they do.
That's it.
Yeah, that's sad.
Because, Mick, if you decided this ain't for you, you can decide you can pick up your stuff, you can pack your stuff and your coins, and you can go on about your business. But your kids, they got to go where you go.
Yeah.
They got to take whatever you take, whatever you give them.
Yeah,
and if this is all that we're giving them, then we're doing every child in this city a disservice. Because if they have to deal with that madness that's going on the school board, Lord help them. I'm telling you, I've just said this, that I thank God that I don't have any small children. I got to deal with this because it's crazy that this is the things that we have to look at. These are the things that we have to deal with. When you go to school board meetings, I remember being in high school and going to school board meetings, and those school board meetings weren't run like that and weren't being done like that. They were talking about actual things in the schools that were happening that they didn't want to happen. Or if by chance a kid was being unruly and they needed to go before the school board to make sure that they can get in class, whatever, and you had to bring your parent, that type of shit. That's the type of stuff that should be going on, not this crap here. We shouldn't be having to be subjected to that. I'm just saying. And if we are going to keep on just being at each other's necks instead of just putting all of your differences to the side and getting down to the business, which are those children, those babies, and their education, that's what we need to be doing. Some of you all don't have a heart for service. Some of you all don't have a heart for people. And y'all need to go sit down somewhere. Go do something else. But this is not it, and this is not for you. If you don't have a heart for it, then don't do it. Don't do it just to put another notch in your belt, another line on your resume, or nothing like that. Don't do that because that's hurting our children.
No, that's what Becky Brown said.
What she said.
Let's talk about the homes, forget the parks. And Brenda Boyd said, why y'all care about the parks? These kids can't even play in their yard for being scared of being shot or kidnapped.
I'm telling you.
I can't disagree with you with that. And Becky Brown said, I had to pull my baby out of FCS. See what I'm saying? She was just explaining FCS. Carol Mockinson was.
Oh, and that's sad. And what's even more sad is that these children, I have grandchildren. We don't live in the city of Flint, and I thank God I don't live in the city of Flint, because if that's what they got to deal with, baby, let me tell you something. I don't ever want to see this granny pull up, because my grandbaby not getting what he needs. Because I'm gonna have something to say. Like, what are y'all doing? At what point are you gonna do the work for the kids? At what point are the kids going to get what they need? Because y'all lining y'all pockets, y'all getting everything that y'all want.
And she exactly broke, and that's what council doing.
Yeah.
You don't see Quincy. That's what I was telling Trevor earlier. I was like, when you see Quincy and Liddell, and it ain't no knock. They got 3 other votes. Quincy and Liddell will have 3 other votes to get something put on the north side.
Yeah.
But they would rather say, damn the blacks.
Yeah.
And this ain't no knock at Dennis Dunn, but they sure seem to vote with them to get everything they did. Like they got the Miller Road fixed and used opera funds. But they ain't think about getting none of the roads fixed on the north side.
Man, the north side is a travesty.
And that's what I'm saying. Liddell Lewis and Quincy Murphy, like when you ride, you can see tarps on houses, but you worrying about a park.
And you proud of that, but you're not proud about getting your constituents, your neighbors, because supposedly you live in them neighborhoods. I don't want to see that shit on my street. I don't want to see my neighbor with a tarp on their damn roof.
And
or 2 more people down there.
They don't see that though. Oh, a house that's ran down, half burnt up.
You ain't going there on these people door and say, hey, what you need to get your roof fixed so you can get this tarp down. I am your council person. What can I do to help you? Right? Why we not doing that? You right there in that ward, that's your ward. Those are your constituents and your neighbors. Even more than just your constituents, but your neighbors. What happened to neighbors being neighbors? What happened to the neighborhood feeding the neighborhood? What happened to you being able to eat dinner at all your friends? When you was coming up, when you able to eat dinner at all your friends' house?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you were. Just like your friends was allowed to do that there.
Yeah.
My grandma, listen, will cook food all the time. You know what she used to say? You never know who was coming by.
Right.
My grandmother, Christine Cuba.
Yeah.
Lived at 752 East Baltimore. Always had a whole bunch of something cooked or whatever, she said. And I remember I used to ask her, everybody I know you always got a lot of food. She said, it's a lot of y'all, but you never know who's going to come by.
Right.
That's a neighbor. That's community. But we ain't about that no more. And if I'm a council person and that's my neighborhood and I see this every day and I know these people that live right there, because 9 times out of 10, them people with that tarp on their house been there for years. Years. And you don't go, hey, I'm Satara. I'm your council person. I'm working for you, and I noticed that you've been had this tarp on your roof for a long time. What can I do to help you get it off? What do we need?
Yeah, but they ain't thinking like that.
But that's what you're supposed to do when you a council person. Am I wrong? Am I thinking about this wrong?
If you for the people, but
that's what I'm saying. But am I thinking about this wrong?
No, you got it right. But if you for the people, you would do what's right for the. But they not for the people. All you gotta do is look at them. If they can't even, they needed people to support them. Had to put money up.
Yeah.
So they got to do what they keepers say do.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So they got to do what they keepers got to tell them to do. That's the sad part to me. It's like Quincy Murphy know how bad that his area is.
Mm-hmm.
Liddell, she over. If she really stay in this, I mean, if she out walking around the second ward, she see a lot of stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
Liddell can't. You know what I'm saying? She can't say. And she just got some more that got the second ward just got expanded even more. She got to leave Cyrus Park, but won't you fix the houses up around Cyrus Park?
Doesn't she have some of the Fifth Ward people now? I'm saying, don't she got some of the Fifth Ward people? They gonna be on her head.
Yeah.
A lot of them people, a lot of those people that live in Fifth Ward been there their whole life. They've been there a long time. They're gonna give her the business. They're not gonna get an opportunity to give her the business. She don't answer the phone.
No, she don't. And that's what was funny.
She ain't gonna answer when they come to council and say nothing. She ain't gonna reply to that.
If it ain't her agenda.
That's not a lie. That's not nothing that I don't know. That's a fact because I've done it and I've been there and I've seen it. Yeah. So I don't want to get that put out there that that's not factual because I know like receipts.
Yeah, because she
pull that shit up.
Yeah.
You can go back and watch any council meeting on YouTube. Unless the shit been edited.
Yeah, well, you never know with Paul.
I don't know, but that's a fact. Yeah. Mickey, me and you done sat on there at council, plenty of them.
I didn't watch her play so many games. I honestly thought she was. To be honest with you, I think she'll sell out. Her and Quincy, and I see Quincy. You know, I be seeing them out there, but I don't care. I do feel like they sell out, and I even tell my cousins that's cool with all man. That man is sell out.
Yeah.
They be sitting up there looking like, man, when I be breaking it down, I'm like, and I tell them, I'll be like, fam, just look at what you think he doing over here. Mm-hmm. He cut, because every time I bring it up, when I tell them, I'm like, man, they know they got him on beer rigging, but I understand some of my family, they don't talk to the police. They not with that. But they want to tell on everything else. Like I told them, I said, they wanted to see Weaver in court, Dr. Weaver in court. Oh, she stole. But they know she ain't did nothing, even when the judge said it. But,
even when the feds said it.
But I put money. Twice. I put money if Neely go to court. I bet you he get found guilty. Mm-hmm. That's why they gotta cover up. See, he do so much lying. But I even see people in the street when I tell them, you know what they say? Well, everybody lie. I said, everybody lie. I said, then how did you discipline your kids for lying? You know what they say? Mm-hmm. I'll be like, oh wow. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell them, I get it. Like I tell them.
Well, that's just like you was talking to that lady.
Yeah.
And she said the reason why she voted for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's messed up.
I have never heard so many people. Here's the thing for me. I've never seen so many people be loyal to a motherfucker that they ain't got no skin in the game with.
Because they believe in lies. they believe in lies.
That shit's crazy.
No, they believe in lies. They believe that Dr. Weaver. I don't care. I done seen people put up them articles pull up the Natasha Henderson, what's her name? You can see that the supposedly so-called whistle thrower. I ain't gonna say blower because she was throwing rocks and wouldn't hit shit.
Yeah.
They said, and even when the people who came and said that once said, look, we was wrong, we got told lies. And we went out there, even when they tried, you know what they did? I ain't gonna believe it. But if they want to believe the narrative, this show you how crazy these people is. They so mad at Dr. Weaver, but wasn't mad at Snyder. What is it? Darnell Early? All the ones who was all up in the water, what's the name? They were so mad.
Yeah.
You see how they was keeping the people distracted saying Dr. Weaver stole it, so these people can get off. And then they put a mayor in. Like I tell you, he wasn't elected. He was selected to do the job. Got right in. I'm telling you, just look at him. If you went by just off the lot, like he, truth and transparency. Now listen, and this one is, and this one just take the cake.
Yeah.
Murdoch, and I'm not trying to bring him up in there in this conversation, but
however,
it's your brother-in-law.
Yeah.
You up there, you don't know he was married to your sister. I got 3 sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you, through the years, you know, I knew they bored. I knew who they was dealing with and who they, you know what I'm saying, if they was married. This just common sense.
Why wouldn't you know they was married? That's your sister. You don't know they married to a man. If you don't get the hell out of here, that is the. And what's so crazy is that's recorded.
But if they pull it up, he gonna see. That's why the news not reporting it. That's why you got Fox 66, because the powers that be know. They know Dr. Weaver was not gonna sell us out, and that's all it was. It's a difference. They knew she wasn't gonna sell. She wasn't gonna take that. It's the floor, not the ceiling deal. But now it was the fucking the bottom of the pit deal that they got, and now the people, you know, with the statute of limitations then went off.
Let's intertwine these. Why are the water warriors now not so much warring with this water, but fighting on the wrong side of the school board situation?
Sometimes you can be tricked, and I'm gonna say it. I feel like Lord McIntyre was McIntyre. I think Lord McIntyre is really the puppet master that's controlling the puppets.
My heart broken.
I'm just being honest with you.
I am so disappointed at one. Mickey, I'm telling you, I hurt my feelings. Like y'all, I need to have a conversation with
see what Brenda Boyd just said in August. Neely said he had that degree. It was on this show on Saturday morning, but now it's deleted. Yeah, they had to delete it. That's what I'm saying. You had to delete it. I mean, Paul, you know what? That's why I want Dr. Weaver in so bad, because all this melee. Why do you think they scrambling around like little roaches right now?
Right.
They scrambling. They sending out. And I gotta give a shout out to Brother Darius. And I'm gonna say this, Darius. I saw your show. I get what you saying, that, you know, Neely came up there and Dr. Weaver should have came, but she had a prior engagement. And this ain't no, she can speak for herself. But as you found out, they didn't want the tough questions asked. Because he said it on his live. He was like, so don't call him to the show, and that's how I feel. But the difference was I put money, because you was locked up there. You said you didn't really understand what Dr. Weaver, because what you might have been told, what she didn't do. What the question is, what they didn't tell you, she was fighting the emergency manager when she got in. She was fighting the water crisis, and she was fighting the government of the state of Michigan.
But what I would say to Darius is to come and have a conversation with her. Now, one thing that she'll do that he won't do is have a conversation with you.
Right. And she gonna answer it. Because you know
she don't care about the higher questions.
Because you know what they told him? He said, he didn't say no names, but whoever must have threw it, like he kind of went too hard. But there's what that's.
But let me say this about the person that threw it.
Right.
Follow that. Look at that. Watch the trends and watch how they go, and you will answer your own damn questions. And I ain't gotta say no names, nothing. But however, I can, because you all know I don't care nothing about that. Or you can come and see me and you can talk to me about it. But here's the thing, that same person that threw that is that's the same dude that kept a whole lot of shit going. Whole lot of shit going. Unity and all of this other shit aside.
Right.
If you gonna talk about it, you gotta be about it too. I'll tell you one thing I will do. I'll make your ass stand on that. You can't come talk that shit to me, because I'll make you stand on everything you said to me. I don't give a fuck who around and who not around. But I know this. I know that was the same person that was keeping up a whole lot of shit on a whole lot of sides, but didn't want to say nothing. You throw a rock wherever the fuck you want to hide your hand. Guess what? I'm gonna call you on that, and I'm gonna make you stand on that because them the only rocks in your yard. We ain't got them in our yard.
And you believe in and
them rocks come out your yard, not mine.
And brother dear, and this what you gonna see. You gonna find out these are not godly people.
Man, I don't give it.
Anytime they can stand with lies, the selling out of your people, and they knowing this, and they don't want to hold them true.
I'm trying to tell you.
Because they trying to keep their pockets together.
I'm trying to tell you.
I see the game, and I'm glad I walked away from it. I'm gonna be honest. That's probably one of the best things I did was like to leave that because I see them. They don't do nothing but play sides.
But I hate for somebody to, and this is the reason why people don't do religion.
Right.
This is the reason why people don't do religion. This is the reason why people don't like to go to church, mosques, or whatever. Whichever that you choose, whatever your religion is, that's the reason why people don't like to do religion. Because it's the same people that claim to be Christians and everything else and being religious that keep up the most mess. Y'all the messiest motherfuckers I ever seen in my life. And I'm not saying that from not from experience, because I grew up in the church. Y'all some messy bastards. Messy.
Oh yeah, because they going with lying. They going with
absolutely. Don't practice nothing that they preach. Now you want to preach it, but you don't want to live it. But you want somebody else to live it, so you can preach it to them. Give me a break. And all I'm saying is that same person. This why I keep telling people to do their research. Watch it for yourself, because what ends up happening is you get caught up in this web of deception,
right,
and you have no idea what the hell you just got caught up in. Now you in this whirlwind because this motherfucker just started it. That's the one, the ring goddamn leader, and y'all following him behind him and end up getting fucked up.
Yeah, no, I felt the brother's story because like how he felt. Don't call him. Don't ask me to come here if you can't ask the tough question. Because the thing is, I know, ain't no believe. I know Dr. Weaver would have answered it, but she had something going on. Then too, a lot of times people not gonna go roll with certain people that's doing things. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not supporting a lot of the stuff I see other people doing now.
Yeah.
Because you can mess around and be supporting the devil, his work. I'm just because right now.
You damn sure supporting that enemy.
Because to me, I feel like all of them that's running over there, that's because they out doing, trying to do numbers to prove they trying to help him get his black support. Let's be what it is. Like, man, this lady was having a conversation. She said it right down. She said no, because we was talking about, and I understand why a lot of activists didn't want to touch on the fire situation now.
Yeah.
I understand it. Just like what Darius said, because he questioned him on, he said, you said it wasn't no police chases. Oh man, that was too rough. You weren't supposed to do that. Well, quit, y'all quit throwing these things in the black areas and thinking they're not gonna have to answer the tough questions. It's gonna be softballs.
But why do you think that everybody has your same agenda though? Because here's the thing: if you fake throwing that out there, if you fake throwing this out here, that this is a community thing. It's about the community, right? And the community come and ask your punk ass some questions and you can't answer it, and you mad and you saying, oh, that was too rough, that was too much. Fuck you mean? That's not community. The community is concerned about their community.
But it wasn't too rough for that mother crying.
It wasn't.
She lost a son.
It
wasn't too rough when they tell it 6 months. So everything got.
Wasn't too rough when them 2 babies died. In there, when they said it was all clear.
But what was the activist on that? And I would get AC Doomers. I got to get out there. They were the ones on that story.
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you what else I hate. I hate the fact that it's so. It done turned into one of these things where the activists ain't really activists, and you too scared and you ain't down for it because the activists that I've been seeing history can show you they was ready to die for all of that.
Man, none of it. Do you think the people from back in the day would claim these Negroes now?
Oh my goodness, no. Heck no.
They wouldn't claim that. And I'm gonna say this. It ain't, and I'm gonna honestly, God say this. I don't believe it's the religion. I believe it's the dirty people that come trying to hide their sins, but up under cover themselves up using the religion to cover up really what they are, devils.
Which is the reason why people don't trust it, and they don't want to go into it, and they don't listen to the people that actually have the right mind and the right things about it. They don't even want to hear it.
Right, because
that's crazy.
They gotta separate them. Because that's what I'm on. I'm not. See, I ain't gonna go that back and forth. You can't be 1 minute you over here with this person. I look at it like this: if you and that person into it, y'all can be back cool, but how's y'all hanging with each other when this person tried to?
I can give you a perfect example of religion and how they make it. They twist it for themselves.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's all greed. My pastor, Derek Avery Aldridge. Shout out to my pastor Derek Aldridge at Second Chance Church. When I grew up at Foss Avenue Baptist Church. His father,
right,
Avery Aldridge, Dr. Avery Aldridge. Now, when he was coming up, and he was coming up under, and when he got sick, and then my pastor took over, right? He was in there. He was going through some things. Now, you will hear all of these preachers and teachers and everybody else, and I heard this in the pulpit where I grew up at, talking about you gotta meet them, you gotta help them, you gotta do this. We can't just say it's this, and we can't just put them out there on the street. We can't not love them through it. I done heard love them through it a million times, right? My pastor goes through some things, and the first thing they want to do is say, fuck him. Get your ass up out of here.
Yeah.
At a church that his father, and he helped his father build up. Fuck you. Basically, without saying fuck you, they said fuck you, and they wanted him out. And I didn't want no part of that because I was so disappointed because I said, wow, y'all ain't gonna practice nothing that you preach. Now, let me tell you something. And it ain't like I didn't have no conversations with some of these people that was doing that. And I was so disappointed because these were some of the people that I looked up to. And I had my heart broken for the first time, for real, by a whole bunch of church folks. I got a lot of church hurt over that. And that's sad. And that's the reason why people can't do religion. Because of all of those things that they practice, then you're supposed to practice and you teach. They're not doing it themselves.
No, you won't. You had some of the words. Just give you an example. Let's go with Bishop Chris Martin.
Ugh.
Let's go with him.
Yeah, Bishop for real.
That's what they say.
Yeah,
but check this out. Let me show you where you can see coolness. You can see the cooning coming in. You went at Brother Devontae Powell, right?
Shout out to Devontae Powell. I love him. That is a good guy.
He went at Devontae Powell, right, on sexuality. And I don't have nothing. Hey, you to each their own. Just give me that old time religion, because I know God ain't changed. You know what I'm saying? Just give me, and I ain't knocking to each their own.
But how do we know that that's even a thing?
No, I'm finna intertwine what I'm telling you about.
Go for it, bring us home.
But he didn't say nothing to the Attorney General, Dana Nessel. I don't, like I said, I ain't got nothing. But did the LGBT community come out and condemn him?
Where was the LGBTQ community when he put that? Because I seen that and it was rough. I said, well, I'll be damned. But I remember when we was on that other side with that other one, and my bro, brother Roberts. Right. Shout out to Brother Roberts. We love you.
And get well, brother.
Get well soon. We love you. When Brother Roberts said something, it wasn't nowhere near like that.
And they went crazy.
Man, what? I argued with a chick so hard.
Oh yeah, we was battling.
Man, what? I damn near tussled with this lady about that.
Yeah, I had to defend
Trying to defend him.
Yeah,
because it wasn't even that.
Yeah.
But y'all was okay with what Chris Martin said. Why? Because it's his title. Bishop. From that, Bishop. Listen, I don't care. Bishop, Knight, Queen, King.
But that's what I'm saying.
Court jester. I don't give a shit.
And do you believe? I believe these people believe in God.
Man, come on, man.
Do you believe? Now they just showed you this brother. Listen, that's why I like with Nat Turner. Remember Nat Turner? Remember old good brother Nat? Nat was reading the Bible, then he realized he's like, I'm enslaved by people. When he checked it out,
that's what he said.
Go back and look on brother Nat. See what it is. The Nats ain't took over. I'm sick, boss. See, we got what it is through Neely.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
Yeah, I'm sick, boss. What it
Yeah.
was that they put the number one chief sellout in place.
My.
And he brought the rest of them in the house with him. If you notice, he took number sellouts. Go back and look at it. If you look at,
we still in the field.
If you look, we in the field.
I'm in the field.
All you gotta do is look at, because I ain't gonna be in there. You're not gonna tell me, but I'm telling you, our activists have selective picking. They have selective what they want to go after. Oh, they was damn sure at the NAACP when they wanted to go at. Even though, don't get me wrong, the John Fleming and the Kiera Howe, because what Brother Darius said when the girl passed, they said the nurse kicked her, whoever it was, to see was she all right, and she was on the floor. Mm. And you mean to tell me the mayor ain't saying nothing? But you know why?
The mayor wasn't at the dinner.
You know
there were 3 council people, however, at the dinner. Eric Mays was at the NAACP dinner. Tanya Burns was at the NAACP dinner. And my good friend, Jerry Winfrey Carter, was there. She and I sat together at the table.
Who was the 4th one? Was Dennis Pfeiffer there?
Oh, yes. And Dennis Pfeiffer was there.
And you mean
and let me tell you, and I'm going to say this. Dennis Pfeiffer was there at the very beginning when we were just mingling out there and just kicking it. He stayed for the entire dinner. Hold on. And that man stayed to the benediction. Do you hear me? He stayed the entire time. He seen me and he said, because Dennis Pfeiffer, he said, "Hey, Satara, how you doing?" I said, "Hey, Dennis, what's up?" We had a little quick embrace, a little hug, and we kept it moving. I talked to him again after we left. But yes, he was there. No, Allie Hokenbrother wasn't there. Judy Priestley wasn't there. Eva Worthing wasn't there. Quincy Murphy was not there. And neither was Liddell.
Freaking Frack wasn't there?
Absolutely not.
Freaking Frack wasn't there?
Absolutely not.
I got to get that from Brother T, because he coined them freaking Frack. So basically, they didn't come to the NAACP. No. They wasn't there. Was they there? Well, they was there at one time for the John Fleming, Quincy Murphy was there.
Not they. One, but the reason why let's keep it a buck. He was only there because somebody said something, and he came up there because he had a rebuttal.
And Brother Robert,
remember he was there.
Yeah, Brother Robert.
Remember he was there, and the only reason he said that he came there because he said that some of this stuff that wasn't brought to where it was supposed to be brought to, and blah blah this and that. It wasn't his support. He had something to say. Remember?
Because he was on the board of the MTA. And they had
talk about it, Nick. Let's bring it all together.
And he sounded like a fool then, because they said no, if it was the MT, we would have told you. But I'm wondering what Quincy Murphy was at. He wasn't mad at Bishop Martin the way he went. He called out, Devontae.
Yep, Devontae.
Last name Paul, right?
Devontae Paul.
Because I seen he wanted the holiday. When he wanted to give him a holiday, he was animate about it. I keep telling y'all people, y'all better watch out for this LGBTQ community. Sound like they might not be Eric Macy's, but they racist. Because I'm trying to figure out where they at on Brittany Griner.
I don't know, but we want Weaver, and Mo Weaver.
I'm trying to tell you. But
we know.
That was sad, though. Quincy Murphy and Liddell Lewis wouldn't come to the NAACP.
Mm-mm.
Well, I guess they traded. I guess we traded them for
I believe he for real. I believe he has a good heart. Who, Brenda? Who you talking about, Sugar?
No, Chris Martin ain't had enough of sticking his nose in there. No, where you Calvin King, Chris Martin getting paid. I listened to this brother. I heard him say, well, it's out the bag. I remember Brother A.C. Dumas was on the phone with him. I heard him out the bag. He said, I'm loyal to the mayor office. And basically, my thing was, what if Satan in that seat? Which we close to it. He's a imp, allegedly, the mayor imp. Because look how you selling your people out. I listened to one of his supporters say, no, his base is the white people. That's what we supposed to pander to. I said, wow. When you see a black man in a predominantly black city got to run as a white candidate, sad. Sad day. Sad day.
You know what? Brenda Boy said she thinks Dennis got a good heart. Okay, you know what, Brenda? So here for me, like I think that he does. And I think that he wants to do the right thing, but I think his back against the wall and and his spine not strong enough. That's it. But I think if he just toughen up and just be like, fuck y'all, and just go with his heart, I do think that he would do the right things. You know, because if you look at it, like look at some of his votes, sometimes he abstain from stuff because he don't want to rock the boat. And I feel like that's what it is. He don't be want to rock the boat, man.
But then he do shit that had you like, what the fuck?
I was just getting ready to say, then he does, then he go off the deep end. But again, I think if he really just said fuck it and took all that away, I really think that he does have the right things in his mind.
Yeah, if Neely gone, I do agree with you, Brenda. If Neely gone, he'll be okay. But I don't know about the other ones. I think Eva gonna stay Eva.
Oh, no, you ain't hear me say a word about them other ones.
I think Allie Hokenroder gonna stay where she at. Liddell Lewis and
I don't even know. Do you think she will stay here if he's not in office? You think she'll go back to Indiana? I think I think we'll see a lot of shake, rattle, and roll.
If she can't get the payout, she won't.
I think we'll see a lot of shake, rattle, and roll.
I think she gonna leave because that sitting back and getting money and not doing nothing is over with.
That shit dead.
I think on that she actually honestly have to finally do some homework and learn the things of government. See, like Quincy said, like I say, I'm like Eric now. I don't know if I think Quincy got the information, and then when Quincy be wanting to put it out there, he bagged back. He'd be like, damn, it's gonna mess the mayor. Because remember, he said he was put in that seat to make the mayor look good. Mm-hmm. He never said the city of Flint. Mm-hmm. He said make the mayor look good.
Well, it was just like we had that one that said that she was put there to keep Eric Mays in control.
Yeah. You got a point there. But that's what I'm saying.
Y'all go back.
And that's what I'm saying. When Quincy was trying to tell Adele, it just went in one ear and out the other one. When he was like historical, weird about the garbage trucks back. But they spending money. Well, they helping them fund money allegedly. They helping the mayor fund money and do the different things. Quincy don't care. Quincy feel like if I get some money, Liddell looking at when it's over with, her little run over with, she can go back to DC.
Y'all better follow some of that school board money too and see who putting their money in and whose campaign.
And better look at them.
You better.
They sitting up here playing like these people. They putting and you gotta look at the foundations that they with.
You damn sure should. And the people that they running with. Right. That one you said that you need to call running with that one, and I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know.
And that's what I'm saying. And they sitting up playing and don't see it. They don't see it.
Listen, I guarantee y'all. Let's do this. I didn't name drop, and y'all know I name drop all day. I don't care about that. But here's the thing. I want y'all to research that. This is gonna let me know if they did their homework or not. Research it and see what we talk about. See if you can come back and y'all can tell us who we talking about in some of these things. And if y'all drop them names, I want y'all to tell me. I'm gonna drop something good in your cash app. If you know what we talking about, I want to see if y'all gonna do y'all research. But I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
They better watch.
Y'all better be watching these people.
They better watch these activists and look at what they going for. You know what they going for? They trying to get their money because they know Neely finna sink the ship. Because he the type that if he can't have it, I believe. Because look how he trying to cost everybody their job. If you don't do this, you're gonna lose your job.
Y'all used to listen to Eshawn back in the day. East Side Hoes and Money, Eshawn.
Yeah, East Side
Hoes and Money, Eshawn. And he had that song, If I Can't Have You Nobody.
That's what I nearly playing now.
That's what I'm saying, and that's the reason why I brought it up.
Hey, why you think you ain't never seen Gretchen Whitmer had to walk away from the one guy that I read last week from the 46th district. Got caught lying, had to suspend his campaign. But the thing about it, why they even let Gretchen Whitmer even come in Flint? All the lying she did.
Why?
And then you holding up Neely. Listen, I can understand if you doing your life to the whole state, okay? You tricking us off. But you think we finna support him and you knowing he doing this lying? Then with the money. They keep saying they seen where the money went. I understand it, but in order for them, they don't want to arrest, they don't want to lock nobody up, but they lock the blood man up. They're like one of us up. See, that's the thing. They lock us up for pettiness, but I guess you can poison the city, 80,000 people, and if some of them die from different cancers, it's all right.
And you can roll bounce.
Yeah, but you go out and do something. Look, this fire the police chase.
That's the reason why I need these people to really think about it. Because if that's the thing, y'all don't think Dr. Weaver will be locked up right now?
I put money on you on this. Quincy Murphy and Liddell Lewis would they would have voted for an investigation. They would have got with the four whites. I promise you that.
I know that's so.
That's what I'm saying. You got to look at it. Quincy them and Liddell Lewis ought to be ashamed of themselves. You see the money going downtown, the money spent over here. Neely did so many press conferences this week to try to cover up every lie he did.
Both said, Neely on that. This shit bigger than Nino
And
Brown.
so it is.
He showed it. Man, you ain't never lied about that. Yeah, that's exactly what he on. He said, Neely on that. This shit bigger than Nino Brown.
I'm what you did. The big three, Ridgeway, White, Schultz, and Herbert control the policies of Flint, better known as Uptown Development, and they big donors.
Y'all better watch them folks that's dealing with some of them, because some of them folks is openly talking about dealing with some of them. And y'all better watch them too. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they wanted. I know some activists that wanted to, like, they wanted to listen. Terrible.
Ooh.
But they out here and they study letting, these black people, like I said, Neely couldn't show up to no event I do.
Listen,
I'm not even gonna waste my time.
I'm just trying to tell you, because some of these people, some of y'all do a little bit too much talking and not a much listening, watching it. Because I've been sitting back, I be chilling. Y'all don't, outside of doing this right here,
right.
Y'all don't see me doing nothing, but I be looking at everything and I be soaking it in and out there. I be following that. I done followed money. I done followed folks.
You ain't following that fake awards that the one guy was giving out. I was looking up like, what the hell?
What the hell is that?
Like, what she do? What she get an award for?
Listen, this mayoral race is very important. But I'm gonna tell y'all what else is very important, and especially if y'all got children, this school board, because baby, some of these folks that's running,
watch them. Especially the ones that support Neely. You know, they supporting the and the rest of the foundation.
I'm going to say this.
I'm going to tell you, the ones supporting Neely, don't put them on the board, please.
I'm going to say this. Y'all can't be sitting up and listening to these people talking about mental health is where it's at, and this is their mental health, and they advocates for this, and they doing that, but they out here playing on folks' mental health. They playing on folks' mental. Putting all this silly shit out here and doing all this crazy stuff. I'm telling you right now, y'all playing a dangerous game. Because if that's what y'all playing on, and some of them people really mental like you think, yeah, y'all gonna catch y'all issue dealing with them. Just gonna put that out there. Y'all better leave them folks alone. And if y'all know that they got an issue like that and y'all playing on it, that y'all play, because that's what y'all not gonna do to me. You ain't gonna play in my motherfucking face. You're not gonna do it, B. Right. You're not gonna play in my face.
You see the Councilwoman Jerry Winfrey Carter said, "Stay woke."
Period. Because for real,
they sleep. Some of them went to sleep at the wheel.
They dead. They ain't sleep.
I understand the Bible now when they sit up here and say you be looking as a man drunk. You looking at some of these people who don't even know half the shit they saying. They just around here in zombie land.
If you and that's the thing, people just listening to some other folks instead of looking at it for themselves, baby. Because let me tell you something, I'll be looking at that and I'll be like, well, and then as soon as that stuff come out, I'll be like, I seen that. You can see some of this stuff coming a mile away, and I'm trying to tell you right now, this school board and some of them folks on there. So not only is some of them people playing in your face like that, but some of them trying to throw a little water on their life and revive themselves. That's what they doing. And they need to go sit their old asses down. That's what they need to do. I'm trying to tell y'all, listen, if y'all don't do nothing else, make sure y'all start researching these people before y'all go and vote November 8th, because it's so important. I'm telling you right now, I thank God I don't have a child right now that's in that school that's got to be a part of the school district, because baby, let me tell you, it's rough. It is so, I mean, they like rough, tough, and dangerous.
I agree with Brother Derek on this.
What Brother Derek said?
Brother Derek said Detroit Flintstone knows the master plan and the players more than its residents. That's crazy. Because you know why? These residents here, It's sad to say it, but they don't care. This is what I'm telling you. Quincy wouldn't qualify to be a councilman. Dale Lewis wouldn't qualify to be a councilwoman. Ali Hogan wrote her as a person told me ain't had enough sweat in Flint to be a councilwoman. Here, Eva Worthy. I'm just saying she barely be at council. When you see people like that got put in these seats, you gotta watch them.
You gotta watch.
The fourth ward was destroyed when Kate Fields was in there, and it's still fucked up with Judy in there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not trying to fix up the areas that these people live in, see what they should have did, they really should have put some real tests on these council people when they got elected. If you wasn't here trying to get the pipes, the water fixed,
mm-hmm.
and fight for the water crisis, you didn't need to be running for council.
Absolutely not.
If you wasn't coming in like Miss Claire McClinton said, to get rid of the ghosts of the emergency managers, you shouldn't have been a council person.
Absolutely.
If you weren't gonna give Flint back the stuff that the emergency managers took away to strip Flint, you should never got on that seat. And that's what the problem is. You got people that got in that seat, but they can keep doing, well, put it like this, the powers that be.
Why do we see any of those people that are running for some of those offices at any of those meetings? Because we went to them. I ain't see none of them. When they was discussing them ARPA funds and how it's supposed to be spent and all of this other stuff, and you can get up and you can talk and you can say what you want to. Because I got up and spoke at Dennis Pfeiffer's.
Yeah.
I went to his and I actually spoke at his. I didn't speak at the other ones, but I actually spoke at his.
But did you see the nonsense? Neely had his and the council people had theirs. See what it is? They've been letting Neely play them when they got the 6 votes when they could control his ass, but instead of controlling him and doing something for the people.
Yeah. But then we got them ones that want to talk about ain't no unity, and we got to talk about unity. There ain't no unity. How the hell we supposed to have that when the top ain't unified and being unified with the people that they supposed to be like this with? Because the mayor and the council shouldn't be like this. They should be like this.
Mm-hmm.
But now they like this. So he having his thing, they having their thing, and ain't nothing being crossed at all. But we supposed to have unity. Then why the fuck we can't have it right here and then hold them accountable for not having it? But see, that's part of the problem, because you too worried about them not being unified, but you ain't doing your part right here. Because you ain't being unified. You ain't speaking no unity. It's so divided. And you the problem. You the motherfucker. Hey, at some point you gotta look in the mirror and say, I'm the goddamn problem. Because if you don't, I ain't got no problem with telling you the problem. I don't have no problem with saying myself at sometimes, damn, you the problem. You a little toxic today.
I didn't have to do that. I had to check myself.
Yes.
Like, damn, I overthought that.
Yeah.
Maybe I was wrong.
Yeah.
I done did things like that. I'm not perfect, but I'm gonna tell you with this, like, see, and Derek, right, what he says, this is the narrative. If you get Neely endorsement, you will win. That is crazy.
Yep. And Stephanie just said discord and division tactics. It is.
But that's why they keep doing it, for the people can't stay united. Because there's no way in the world to deal with. If y'all in Quincy, if y'all want to come in and talk about bringing the garbage trucks back, bringing it back to sanitation, but we can't even do an investigation on the garbage contract that you might have paid $18 million for. But Quincy's so arrogant, he trying to shake down. If you know, got to break bread.
And can we talk about W.T. Stevens still? Y'all crazy.
The W.T. Stevens, I'll tell you, they gotta love you, and they trying to help bail his ass out when he know he wasn't gonna make the deadline. But they always say COVID, but he was throwing parties last year. They was doing things.
But here's the thing.
Juneteenth, but you couldn't do service lines last year, but you threw a parade.
But be careful of what bridges that you fucking burn, because you gotta cross them. Now look at y'all. Y'all ain't pay that man that money, but you had to cross back over that bridge and get him back.
Right.
And start doing some work. Dummy, stupid. If you'd have did right the first time, we wouldn't be having this problem now, would we? Stupid.
But see, his people not gonna say nothing about that.
So fucking dumb.
Yeah, they not gonna say nothing about W.T. Stevens. But then when the company came and had the subcontracts, they knew they couldn't get it done. But last year he threw a Juneteenth, the same one with Mother Deloney.
Ex-Mother Deloney out. Let's make sure we clear with that.
He keep throwing, but you don't see. But why they was throwing these parties, Liddell, why y'all wasn't working on them service lines? Because y'all always bring up COVID-19 and they want to do historic stuff. You weren't
But
doing
if that's
nothing
the
then.
case, then why we having porch parties?
Because I keep telling you, they want to, but they like Nero of Rome playing the fiddle. Well, like Nero playing the fiddle while Flint burned.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little history lesson for the people who
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
For the ones that
Don't know. Yeah.
That's right.
But see, they don't look at it like that. See, they want to sit back. Oh, he did. Man, Neely have destroyed this city.
Mm-hmm.
He studied lying about. Oh, I passed 3 back. That's why I said that the Miss Taylor didn't check his ass when he's like, I passed. You can see the council saying I passed 3 balanced budgets. She didn't do her homework
At all.
She didn't do her homework. But you know the first thing she would do if we went on there.
Have her goddamn homework.
No,
why you stealing the money?
They accuse you of stealing the money. That's what I'm saying. See, when you got to go to these, and I'm gonna say this to these people that's doing these shows, if you're not gonna challenge them, what is you bringing them on for?
Because Mickey can tell y'all right now, y'all can't tell me to ask nobody shit. They can't tell me, give me a script. I wish a motherfucker would come and give me a script and say, this is what I want you to ask. I'd be like, man, you better go burn that, put something in it, smoke it, because I'm not doing that.
And then they show you how
I don't do that, but I will do my homework and I'm gonna ask you the questions. I ain't gonna give you no easy ride.
But why she wouldn't ask him about the degree when that's all that's going through to America? Why you wouldn't act like she let him bring up Lear? And you know you didn't bring Lear
at all.
That's and it's funny though. It's crazy. It's crazy that we actually people wanted to tune in to hear her say that she did still, and she answered the question, but Neely can't do that. But that's what I'm saying, and they want to say I'm even gonna give. I gotta give my boy a shot. I'm trying to see which one I'm gonna do both. Flint After Dark podcast and the Snow Show.
Yeah.
So I gotta give both his shows.
Yeah.
Terrence even asked the questions.
Yeah.
I can't. Terrence asked the questions.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Even when he interviewed Lakeisha Teru, and this ain't no knock, but Lakeisha Teru couldn't answer none of them questions
at all.
But these are people y'all want to put on the school board. You want to be out here. I ain't knocking you. You want to go out here. You want to clip the videos. You want to this and that. Go ahead if you think that's gonna get you on there. But people already looking. It's just being honest.
Now Wante saying that he brought Lear here. Oh my God.
Well, we go. You know what?
I'll be so exhausted for people. You know what? He coming on Terrence's show. When he coming on there? Sunday, Terrence. I don't know if you watching this right now, but I know you will double back and you. If not, I'll call you. Ask him. Talk to him about that, because how he brought Lear here and Dr. Weaver brought Lear here. I'm just confused.
And Lear said Dr. Weaver.
And even Lear said that Dr. Weaver brought him here. So where he come at in the mix? I'm so confused. But anywho.
Yeah, but I see what I'm saying. We got too many of these eyes. I did it.
Big eyes and little U's.
No, ain't no we did it. I did it. Everybody want to take credit, but you know what they say: victory have 1,000 fathers, defeat has it's a bastard. See, people want to take credit for what other people did.
I have a question for you. Some of these people that now you see running on board that was once running on council, what do you think about that? You think they just trying to get on something? They're just trying to be a part of something?
To be honest,
some of them ain't doing no work. You don't see them doing no work.
To be honest with you.
So how can we expect them to be doing the work on any of these boards?
To be honest with you, and I'm gonna say this, and these the only two, and I didn't want to holler their names out because I know.
You ain't got to.
No, I'm gonna say them because I know them. I got to reach out to Brother Clack because I ain't talked to him in a minute. But Brother Clack and Sister Muhammad. Far as who running, I do want to see.
But I've also seen them do things in the community as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He was a teacher, you know.
And he teaches.
So
he's
back teaching. Right so now. he was an educator.
So I would want him
Sister
on there.
Muhammad was an educator.
Definitely, I would want her on there. You see the passion that the president had when she was on here, when she was calling, and I would have loved they kept Dr. Green on there. You know what I'm saying?
She's up for re-election, so so by all means, vote Carol McIntosh.
Yeah, vote Carol McIntosh back on there. Because I'm gonna be honest, them other ones who you see this creating this madness, and if you And my thing is this: Eric took it that Eric fighting because he was illegally stripped of being the president, removed.
Mm-hmm.
Eric did it, he going about it, but you can't be so mad if y'all got these seats took from y'all. The Laura McIntosh and Joyce Ellis Manel, and there's no shot at y'all. Quit making so much out of this.
I kind of want to answer this because somebody called. Is this somebody on the show that's calling me? If not, I'm going to call y'all back.
Hmm. Yeah, quit. Who you talking about, brother Derek Smart?
I'm good. You?
I see. He said Muhammad.
Who is this? Hey, what's up?
Because
I'm on the show.
We live.
Oh, well, see, you whack. Get back on the show. I'm still live, sucker. All right.
Oh,
well, I'm telling you.
No, brother Derek, I think what it is, Sister Muhammad, and I'm gonna be honest, she don't got time for the games.
No.
Sister Muhammad don't really want to be up in that madness, and I'm being honest. You see, she don't want to be up in that madness, cause what it is, and I truly believe this, and I believe this for Brother Clack too, that people think they're gonna be able to use them when they get on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're gonna be able to manipulate them or do this. See, like certain things, I'll be looking like, and what they crazy at, damn sure Sister Muhammad not going for it.
No.
So I don't even know why they, you know what I'm saying? They not, to me, it's like, and I do feel this, and this for Laura McIntyre. Listen, when they do it, somebody gonna be the treasurer. Mm-hmm. The president right now, she gotta hold it down to things get straight. Let her hold it down. If you really in for the kids, help the kids. Put all this back and forth. Y'all spend more time throwing frivolous lawsuits at each other.
And not doing the work.
Mm. And then the real question is, how many kids are in the Flint school system while they so-called trying to build all of this going on?
And if there are more than what we think there are, like she said, they're all on the north side.
Right.
So why the kids can't have a school on the north side?
Because they don't, for the powers that be, they don't look, they trying to dissolve the north side. And that's why that second ward councilwoman and that third ward councilman need to be removed.
Absolutely, because y'all gonna let it be dissolved, and you live there. How you gonna let somebody come and take away your neighborhood?
And wasn't Adele fighting to try to get on the FCS when she wanted to be a part of that?
Listen, sure was. Came on air and was talking about it. I'm just saying, y'all go back and watch it.
Yeah.
I ain't like Eric Mays. I don't know the date, but you can definitely go back and watch it.
Right. And I got it on there because I ain't deleted.
At all.
Because, like I say, but quit taking shots, Dr. Lewis. Mm-hmm. We did you a solid, and let's leave it at that.
I'm taking no shot at me.
We did you a solid. But you know what? She feels she getting money now. She doing something. She got it, and she feel like she thinks she up here, and don't think what happened in Maryland can happen here. You can be removed. See, you know what? See, don't be less as
punks people jump up to get beat down. I just watched that episode of Martin today.
because people don't look at that.
That's one of my favorite episodes.
I'm being honest, because when she looking at it, what happened in Maryland can happen here. You could lose here.
Yeah.
So don't forget, do right by the people. If you're gonna do something, help them get their houses, for the money, because we seen with the Habitat where you had to take a loan out when the money was for. Yeah. Well, we can end it. You got anything you want to say before I end it?
Listen, I ain't taking no shots at nobody. It just is what it is. And if you really looking at it, and you really following along, and you really looking at it for real, and not just going on what people say and what you're hearing from other folks, then you know what we saying is not a lie. You know what we're saying is not anything far-fetched or far from the truth, or even what she's saying. Like I said, I don't look at that school board a lot like that, like more like I do council, but I look at it, and these motherfuckers rough. Y'all gonna have to do something, because if y'all got some babies in the game, y'all really gonna have to stick this out And make sure that you're putting the right people in place because your baby's lives are at stake. Their education is really at stake.
Right.
Seriously.
No, you're right.
With that being said, November 8th, please remember to get out and vote. Make sure you are registered to vote. Make sure you can vote absentee right now. Right now you can vote absentee. If you need an application, if you need an application, hit me up. I got some over here and I can get it to you. But make sure you're doing that. Get somebody out. Y'all can go to the county clerk right now. Cast your vote right now. Go to county clerk and do it. If you happen to be in the area, but make sure you vote and make sure you are making an educated decision when you vote. Don't just do it because he used to live down the street and y'all went to school together, or he was in the hood, or he used to go with your sister, your baby sister, cousin Tracy, boyfriend,
Right.
baby daddy, or whatever. However they go, don't do that. Make sure that you do that. Make sure that especially you're doing that with these school board members, because I know that a lot of people been looking at these races as far as like the mayor and things, and you're looking at that a lot more closely than you are the school board. But it would behoove you to do your research on the school board just as much as you do your research on these mayoral candidates, because we already know what it is with the mayor. We already know what it is. It ain't too much more research that we can do. We already know what it is. So make sure that y'all making the right decision when you vote. Can't tell you what to do, but I know we want Weaver, and Mo Weaver. But also with that school board, please make sure that you do that, and make sure that when you are listening to these people, you are listening. You are listening for real. You're not listening just to react, listening just to speak, or listening just to have a clap back. Remember to listen for real at what these people are saying, because if you do, you'll know 9 times out of 10 that you need some waiters, because there's a lot of bullshit going around here. So make sure that you keep yourself sane. Make sure that you are doing the things that you need to do to keep yourself above the water and that you are breathing, because it's a lot out here that'll get you sunk in. I don't want to see any of you being in a sunken place. So make sure that y'all listening to the right things and doing the right things. Make sure that you are exercising at least 30 minutes a day, because mental health is very important to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna need you to make sure that you are drinking your water and not Flint water, because Flint water is not clean. And also, you can drink your Michigan medicine if you need it. Also, make sure that you are eating healthy. Um, Even if you like me and
That's
eat
not
hot
healthy.
tamales, it's not healthy. But I do eat healthy outside of that. No beef, no pork. So understand that. Lots of vegetables. But make sure you do that. I don't want y'all to catch me on my 600-pound life. So I eat healthy in between that. Okay. Make sure that you are right now. It's a good time to get your bikes out. Still, you can still ride your bike even though it's a little chilly before. It's a good time to get you a good brisk ride in. Right. Make sure that you out and you're doing that. Make sure that you call somebody that you haven't maybe was on your mind, you haven't talked to in a while. It was a reason why you did that. Love on somebody. Make sure that you love on yourself first, because if you don't love on yourself, you cannot love on anybody else. And what is better than you? Absolutely nothing is better than you. So make sure that you do that. And think about these babies, man, because they are the future. And if you want to see Flint get focused and get ahead, and make sure that you are putting the right people in place on November 8th. So please, please, please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to make sure that you are voting. Oh, also, and if you are voting a straight ticket, you still have to go in and color in Dr. Weaver's name. So make sure you do that. Okay. I love you all. You all stay safe. Um, Tomorrow, Winters, y'all seen her plug her show. Mhm. I'll talk to her later about that. Make sure y'all watch tomorrow morning. Reverend Threlkeld is on at 8:30, and then Deacon Dumas is on at 9. And I don't know what time Eric and Winters is on, but hey, just look out for the notification, okay? I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining. As always, every week, if y'all have something else that y'all want to talk about or something that needs to be discussed, please call me. Shoot me an inbox or something. Let me know. I'll see what I can do for y'all. Oh, and watch the snow show. When he coming on? With Montez?
Sunday.
Sunday. Montez at the snow show. So y'all be good. Have a great weekend. I love y'all. Peace.